Hello, YouTube warriors. You got Denise Myers and Paul Myers on
Yep.
the camera today.
Yep. Road Warrior Investors.
That's
Denise
right,
forgot to
Road Warrior
mention that.
Investors. We're back out in the field, this time on a property that we just closed on as the real estate investor. So we're out here on site. We just closed it. Well, we closed on it yesterday, and it recorded
Well, technically
today.
closed today because it did record today.
Okay. So
We
we
funded
actually
it
walked
yesterday.
through, did a live stream earlier, right on YouTube, a little bit earlier today. But I want to introduce Sean.
Mhm.
Sean is our local real estate broker. And our local expert.
Yep.
So welcome,
hope so.
Sean.
And he is even wearing the appropriate coat today.
Yeah.
So what's the year with Next Home?
Next Home, Treasure Valley? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And so we thought we'd do a quick little walkthrough of the property here.
Yeah, sounds great.
And see what it looks like. And I know we're going to ask a few questions along the way.
Looking forward to it.
I'd really like to understand, because we're not from this area.
Yeah.
So, as we go inside and look around, I'd like to understand more about the housing market in here in this area, and maybe first-time home buyers, and what that looks like for just regular real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Absolutely.
think? What else,
Yeah.
Paul?
No, I think that's it.
I love it. Well, and here we are inside this beautiful gem. So we did just close on this. And we actually bought this from another real estate investor here locally. And I think what his original plan was, Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, his original plan was to put a couple of multis on the land. Is that
Yeah, I
correct?
think you want to build duplex here or
Duplexes,
something.
okay. And discovered after he purchased it that it was not zoned for that.
Yeah, it's not the right fit.
Yeah, so
So-
he needed to sell it and sell it quickly.
And he
that's what
started, did some demo, you can see inside, and did some stuff, but never really finished it. He's actually had this for over a year
Mm,
and just sat here, so
Yeah.
we purchased it as is.
yeah.
There you
Here we
go.
are. Yeah. So Sean,
Yes.
will you share with us a little bit about the local housing market here in the area?
Yeah. We've obviously had a lot of changes down here in the Boise area over the last 4, 5, 6 years. COVID changed the trajectory of our housing market when we doubled almost overnight in values.
Wow.
And so it felt like, and really started to feel more like kind of Washington, and, a little bit of that. We had a lot of people moving from out of state, so that changed some values. For a while, we had a lot of bidding wars going on.
Okay.
In my experience in Washington, I was like, okay, yeah, that's a Seattle area thing. That shouldn't be a Boise thing. But yeah, since then, we've stabled out. We still have people moving in. Obviously, the markets are changing with interest rates rising, slowing some things down. This puts you in a good price point though. If you can stay in that 300,000 range, it becomes affordable for people, for first-time home buyers, like we were mentioning earlier. Because if you get in those 5s and 6s and 7s, now you multiply that with 7+% interest rate, and your payments go up. So as a young couple, young first-time home buyer, it's tough.
And you're seeing a lot of movement right now in southern Idaho. A lot of people are moving in. So I know we were down here, I think last year, and between that and today, the growth and the expansion has just been incredible.
Just in the big buildings and the big warehouses and the big expansion, the big stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, and different companies have come in. Amazon has built warehouses. Meta's planning to be building a site down in Kuna. And of course we have the other businesses that have been local. So we've brought in some growth there. We also, COVID allowed for people to work from their home. And so you bring in people like that are just working from their home office. And so then they need a bigger house. They need the home office. Maybe they need 2 home offices. And so we've seen a lot of people like that too. And
That's pretty neat. Yeah. So the housing market has changed a little bit down here. How long have you been in the southern Idaho area now?
About 7 years.
Okay.
Yep.
So you've seen some change and growth.
A lot of changes. Of course, I have friends and family that have been here a lot longer than me, and so they've been able to share, well, hey, there was a giant farm gap here, and now all of our cities are blending together. It's become one big area of the Treasure Valley, and which is great. I think it's awesome to see that change and that growth. It brings different jobs in, and we need more, but we're getting there, and I mean, to be able to enjoy the beauty around, like this area, you just look out and you got mature trees for what you guys purchased here.
Yeah.
You got foothills not too far away. You got the ski resort. You have the lake. You have the rivers. People love it here, and those are big reasons. The weather, we're high desert, so you get 4 seasons, and you do have great summers where you can do all the fun things.
And it's gorgeous outside.
It's beautiful out.
Yeah, and now the trees are blooming, they're bursting right now. My allergies kicked in.
Yeah, that is a thing too.
Oh my goodness, so you've been in the area about 7 years now.
Yeah.
And so now we stumbled upon you through networking. I think we're seeing a lot of networking, more so now, I think, than we've seen in the past. But the power of networking for connections on the business side, even the personal side,
Amazing.
I think has really grown. And I almost contribute a lot of that to there's so much noise out there. And there's so much coming at us all the time. Who do you go to when you need something?
And you want somebody you trust.
Yes, I'd rather go through someone I know that's going to give me some feedback, and at least have the conversation with that referral, than go cold and look for someone. You just don't know.
Yeah, call a random person and you don't know what kind of work you're going to get. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's what you just said about the networking stuff. I've just I started a networking group with some people, and to have that, I guess, more intimate relationship to where, hey, I get to know you. I trust you.
Yep, we start working together.
And now I can say, hey, I know these people that do this thing, and people know and love and trust me. They're going to believe that. And now you have this thing where, hey, I trust you to do the job at my house. So I equally trust you to do it at my in-laws' house or my friend's house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we know that relationships do evolve and change from time to time. It's an industry, that's what happens, it's life. But to go in and have that referral, because we've been working with Janae. Shout out to Janae.
Yeah.
We've been working with her for over 5 years. She's just been incredible to be able to work with, and she helped bridge the gap and bring us together today.
Absolutely, which I'm super grateful for, obviously. So another shout out to her. But yeah, and she has mutual friends that I have up in northern Idaho.
Yeah.
And that was where that kind of all circled around.
Shout out to Carrie.
And Carrie Sutton. Yeah, absolutely. And Courtney.
And I gotta say that the Next Home team too, what we discovered about the Next Home team and the brand, I think, that we're seeing consistently is you are about people. You are, I think you put the phrase humans over houses. Over houses, that's what it is,
Absolutely.
And that's kind of, that models exactly what we do as far as a real estate investor. We want to put the people first, above profits, we still need to be able to make money to make it happen, but we walk away from deals if it's not right. But we'll work with that seller to go, look, this isn't the right path, but you need to go talk to this person because it sounds like that might be a better path for you in terms of where you're at and what's going on. I mean, it could be a broker that needs to come in and have a conversation, or it could be that they just need a refinance in some way, right? And so we pull in a mortgage expert to have them have that conversation. There's so many variables. But,
and I've done that before too. Hey, Sean, we need to sell our house. I'm like, hey, what about
refinancing?
Yeah, refinancing right now might be your better call. And 2 years from now,
it's really listening to what's going on and why they called and how we might be able to help. And if we're not the right fit for that time, what is the resource that's needed? So we do that all the time.
That's amazing. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, let's walk around a little bit more here. What do you think? Paul, what is your thought process? You want me to take over here?
It's you can feel it. It's just it's a small house. This would be a starter home for somebody, or a retirement home or something for somebody. Last house. It is a one level, which is nice.
Which is nice.
It's very nice. It's a 50s house, so it has its 50s quirks, but it's going to be a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. House.
That'll help.
Which is nice. That helps nice. For entertaining people, or if you have an extra person living with you.
And it's a decent living room space. The kitchen's already open. We're just gonna put the kitchen back together again. It's got pre-ripped out for our convenience, but that's good. We'll do all LVP flooring throughout, carpet in the bedrooms, paint, new trim, new fireplace. Something not yet. We'll add a new furnace with air conditioning, or heat pump, or both. What I can find here. Light fixtures, new windows, got some newer windows, but We'll probably just replace a few.
Yeah. And so, Sean, this would be considered more of a first-time home buyer type of a purchase?
And somebody that wants to get closer to town as well.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, where you guys purchased it's a great location to get to anywhere. Like we talked about the foothills, the river, all those kind of
You
things.
got the airport right next door.
Yeah, but
And
you
it's
didn't.
downtown close too.
Well, maybe it's the single person that travels for work. I mean, what a great location.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like the older feel to homes.
Yeah.
Mid-century modern, absolutely. Not quite yet.
But we'll
We're
make
not
it
there
nice,
yet.
put some decent windows in, and put a nice new front door in, and actually have a little window in it, kind of a little more modern.
You could even have a retired couple who's downsizing that
Yeah.
wants to move, and it's a little smaller footprint for them
Close
to
to-
manage and
close to
take care
stuff.
of, yeah.
So I was able to just help a client. She's a grandma. She adopted her 10-year-old granddaughter.
Wow.
And so I was able to help her purchase a home. It was a smaller home, but it was perfect for just the two of them. So something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, looking out here, there are people that take care of their homes here.
Yeah, we happen to be the one with the tallest grass, right?
We're gonna fix that.
Yeah,
Just close.
it's green. It's at least green.
Yeah.
But what you're doing is you're going to help revitalize this little community, and you can see like those people across the street will thank you for sure. Whoever you end up bringing in as the buyer will love it too. So.
Yeah. I love that.
It'll be a nice updated house for them.
Absolutely.
That's the goal, is to make it nice. And
Absolutely.
keep it affordably under 400, so it'll be a start around.
Affordable.
I mean, even this living room's a great size, and it's open to the kitchen dining space.
Yeah, it was like this, so we didn't do anything. It'd be nice to always put like eating bar or something. In this case, we're not, because this is a load bearing wall, so this is gonna stay. But we need a space for a fridge and stuff in the kitchen too.
Yeah.
So either put the fridge here, or put the fridge here. The stove will stay here. Sink will be by the window. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out.
So, Sean, will you share your story with us? How did you get into real estate?
Yeah. So I used to be actually an elementary PE teacher and a high school basketball coach. Loved it. I loved a lot of the aspects, obviously the competitive piece, but then you have just the encouragement piece, the support piece, the being able to see people go from here to here and changes and all those kind of things. And when we decided to move over here, I kind of followed after both of my grandpa's footsteps. They both did real estate out in the Midwest. Were successful in different areas. One was farms, one did like the commercial with condos and different stuff like that. And I was always fascinated by it. And so moving here, getting into it, I also have my license back in Washington. It allowed me to take my teaching and coaching career and skills and use it with other people.
I love that.
One quick story, if I can.
Yes.
I was able to help one of my former basketball players buy a home here just about 9 months ago.
No kidding.
And now my adopted 2-year-old daughter and his 2-year-old daughter play together.
Oh.
So we have a bunch of years difference between us. But he was one of my favorite kids to coach. Hard worker. Happened to be a soccer player, and I coached basketball though. But fantastic kid, and now a fantastic adult and dad, and fun to be able to be able to help him. Yeah. So I got into real estate because it allowed me to do those kind of things.
Yeah.
And I love to be able to help people. I love, like what you were talking about earlier, to be able to bring people in, and this is a big purchase for people. And it's a big part of your life. It's your home. It's where you put your roots down. You have your family, and people visit you, whatever it is, and somewhere it's your safety as well. And I like to be involved in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and now you mentioned you adopted 1, 2,
3.
Wow.
3. I have 3 biological kids, and we got into foster care, 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And we said we were only going to take in 1 at a time. And so they called us one day and said, we have a 40-year-old baby. And we're like, we'll take her. It sounds great. And 3 days later they said, and she has a 3 and 5-year-old sister. So we, of course, were already in love with this baby and thought, you know what? We need to say yes to this. And so we brought them in, and long, difficult process, but we were able to adopt them a little less than a year ago. So I have 6 kids at home now, and
wow.
Yeah, pretty fantastic.
What an incredible impact you're going to be making.
Yeah, we feel
And
blessed
so
to be
many
a part of
lives,
it.
yeah.
Humbled by it for sure. And,
Yeah.
it's
That's
certainly
awesome.
not the easiest thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
This project looks a lot easier than fostering and adopting.
That would be a lot. That would be a lot.
Yeah.
Glad you're able to do
That's
that.
funny. That's
Yeah.
funny. Well, that's an incredible story.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
with us.
absolutely. Yeah, we want to share that with everybody because there's such a need.
Fostering, yeah.
Yeah, there's such a need for kids in this area and really all over. So,
Everywhere.
yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's continue on here.
Continue.
I think we should. I know. You know, the viewers haven't seen it yet. You got bedroom 1.
Yeah, 3 bedrooms, crock pot insert there.
Oh, snack for later.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, 3 bedrooms, vintage.
Uh-huh.
No hardwood in that wall.
They are, but you're gonna do what with the floors, love?
Carpet bedrooms, LVP out there. It's just not worth finishing hardwoods anymore.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to LVP, it's waterproof, the last better, it doesn't get scratched up by animals.
Yeah, which we've seen already the evidence of the animals here.
Oh, what, from the door?
Yeah.
No.
No, there's nothing wrong with that door.
That's a self-made dog door. Just the right size for the dogsters.
That's funny.
Oh.
Now, the bathroom transformation, I think, is going to be pretty incredible to look at
Yeah,
once
I
you
think
get
we'll do some
going.
different stuff in
So,
there. We're gonna do some changes in there.
yeah, there's that is incredible. I can only imagine. All right.
Yeah. So there's really not much else. I mean, it's not a big house. It's 1,100 square feet.
I know. That's okay.
That's nice.
That's
It'll be
okay.
nice, fixed up, clean.
Yeah.
Ooh, eBay that thing. Yes, fixture.
They saved all of them.
Yeah, these are.
I know.
Those are actually worth some money.
Yeah.
Not that eBay stuff.
Yeah.
And it comes with snow shovel.
Maybe someone out there wants to help you eBay stuff.
That's right. That's right. Now, I know another thing that we're going to need to do in terms of leveraging our local expert, Sean here, is leveraging you and your network. Because again, we have not done a rehab here in the area. We're going to have our crews come down, but we're going to need some great resources like lawn care.
Yes.
Or having it mowed, or
Yeah, preferably somebody pretty quick to keep it mowed.
Yeah, no,
Keep
we'll
the
get
traction
somebody
down.
out here.
yeah,
Yeah,
And,
and
I
my,
gotta get- go ahead.
I was gonna say my network. I mean, I have an electrician, a
Yeah.
plumber, and home inspector. Right, all these.
mm-hmm.
The HVAC guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
This thing needs a furnace.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing. Going back to the original
Yeah.
topic was, hey, when you network, you get to know these people, and what's really cool, the plumber, I called him the other day. He was out to one of my rental properties Sunday morning to fix a leak we had.
Yeah. That's hard to find.
Yeah, it's a personal number.
Right.
It's a personal relationship.
Well, I think once you start building those relationships, people understand who you are and how you work. And when you apply respect, when you pay your bills, when you provide repeat business, those are all things that small business owners like ourselves, like you're a small business owner as well, right?
Yep.
When you find those connections on the business side, you want to repeat that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We do a lot of that up north. It's incredible to see the level of networking that does happen. I've seen in Idaho now, all over the state. I haven't seen it at that level before. Have you seen it like that?
It's just different here.
Yeah.
People are a little bit.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah, it's just Idaho's a little more open, I think, for people. It's just an easier communication than like Western Washington would be, for example. It's just different. It's just different here. That's why people live here. That's why we live here. That's why we like it.
Yeah.
There is definitely a difference from Western. You're originally from Western Washington.
Yeah, I grew up in Western Washington.
So
Yeah.
No, there is something different. Exactly what it is. I can't really put my finger on it, but if you come and spend a lot of time here, you figure it out.
Yeah.
It does
if
feel
you,
good.
If you need a realtor, let me know.
That's right.
We got someone. We got a house available here. So
We will. What, 2 to 4 weeks? You said.
Before 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll be out here probably in the next week, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what
just
you
gotta
guys are
finish
gonna
up
do this
another
place
one.
will be awesome. I love that living room area.
It's nice, right?
Great size for this
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. And it's just right. I mean, it's a decent house. It's got everything you need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing
We're
extra.
going to need a stager too. So
Yeah.
lots of little resources we're going to need some help on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good.
My old neighbor does that, so
Oh,
Perfect.
good.
yeah.
Keep it local. Good.
Yeah. We like that.
Now
Perfect.
we're gonna go do some dinner somewhere. What do you recommend for a good restaurant around here?
Oh man,
I know.
Somebody's gluten free.
Oh yeah,
Not
that's
by
me.
choice.
Hi.
So, by necessity.
Boy, that one's a tough one to put on the spot about
Most-
gluten free. My
most
wife would be
people-
the one to talk
Most
to.
people, most places accommodate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you go to some chain restaurants, obviously
It's
don't.
all deep fried or
It's like,
something.
yeah, Bob's Bread Bar, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's something, most of the farm to table style, most of them
Yeah.
accommodate that.
I mean, downtown Boise just has a ton of really good restaurants.
Yeah.
And I mean, 8th Street has, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 restaurants all
Yeah.
right in that area. A lot of good options.
I love that. All right,
Yeah.
we'll find something.
Oh, yeah.
I'll text my wife for you.
There you go.
There
There
you
you
go. I
go.
love it. All right.
Okay.
Well, Sean, was there
Yep.
any other questions we wanted to?
No,
Walk
I think
out
we
with and do,
covered
or-
about everything. I mean, I don't know what else there is. I mean, the exterior is just doing the yard work and
Yeah.
making it look nice.
Well, and honestly, like you said, like once you mow the lawn and see what you got to work with, it's actually a great size yard.
It is.
It's just been, like I said, it's been vacant for over a year, at least over a year.
Yeah, and some really great trees and bushes that just need to be trimmed up, and they'll be beautiful. They're blooming.
I know. they're
Your
nice.
allergies.
I know, right? Special like that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
We're gonna ask our viewers to.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
There's a
You can
bell.
find it.
All
Is
right.
there anything else? We appreciate it, Sean. Thanks for
Absolutely.
coming
Yeah.
out.
Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We'll see more of you here.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. I'm ready to watch this project go on.
It'll be a great transformation. It'll be neat to see,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to also learn more about the neighborhood, meet maybe some of the neighbors as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
We'll be down
Yeah.
here more often, so.